entry stripe. I ease the pull till the bite feels right. Yaw comes back with a delayed reply, so I answer first and keep it dry. Tunnel blast stretches the near and far, still I keep the inner mark where the markers are. Crosswind presses on the outer side, I smooth the angle through the slide. Takes loose in a silver thread, steering truth returns ahead. If the roadway folds up the tunnel face, I keep one answer in a broken space. Spectre index when the white bar's there, night cut focus sharp and clear. Real pulses split then reappear. I break the false jaw before it comes near. Angles mellowing a vapor flare, I guide the motion through unstable air. Tick, read, snap, set. Flashlight shimmer on the midnight trim, a faint vibration wakes within. Cold white flashes skim the concrete skid, I bleed the pressure and draw it in. Ghost stick markers drift beyond the lane, but I keep the trace through silver rain. Each apex opens thin then late, so I preload balance before the wave. False cues gather and peel apart, I hold one answer at the center. Your lights tear while far lights swim. Timing drops and gathers in. One breath, reset. One pulse, reframe. I cut the bend through the tunnel flame. Spectre index, watch the pattern stay true. Silent responses carry through. Overdrive clarity threads the blue. I keep the edge while the night breaks through. Last apex opens tight and clear. The fire glow breaks and leaves the asphalt bare. the pressure and draw it in. Near lights steer while far lights swim. Timing drops, then gathers in. One breath reset, one pulse reframe. I cut the bend through the tunnel flame. Raincoat flickers on the windshield skin. Sodium flashes ripple thin. Traction breathing at corner entry. I trim the torque and keep it steady. Your rate whisper comes back late. Still the motion seals the gate. Tunnel glare bends near and far. Depth slips wrong, but I track the mark. Crosswind pressure on the quarter side. I ease the angle through the slide. Signals scatter through the rain. Steering feel returns again. If the roadway fades in silver haze, I keep one trace through the face. Neck kiss margin when the road lights sway. Night edge focus clears the gray. Reload echoes bend then fade away. I cancel the wrong move before it can stay. Lines converge in a flash of glare. I guide the motion through shifting air. Tick, sword, snap, align. Static threads the dash. Overpass lights and silver flash. A faint vibration wakes the rail. I place the notch and the tremors pale. Ghosted lane cue slide and bend. Still the steering trace won't end. Puddles scatter fractured signs. I keep the motion inside the lines. Every apex opens tight and late. So I preload the steering state. False edges shimmer, then fade away. Lake you spark, then lose their sway. One breath, reset. One pulse, reframe. I carve the arc through the tunnel flame. Neck hip on chest and shade. Watch the big margin, watch the signal stay true. Micro corrections pushing through. Overdrive clarity, cutting the blue. I keep the edge where the night breaks through. Last apex opens, narrow and clear. The road resolves and the signal Overpass pulses cut blue-white thin. A faint ring wakes in the chassis rail. I place the notch and the tremors fail. Ghosted lane cues drift side to side. I keep the vector and let them slide. Puddles scatter every passing sign. I keep the hard line inside the line. Every apex opens late then thin. So I preload the state before turning. False edges bloom, then peel away. Lake you spark, then lose their sway. One breath, reset. One pulse, reframe. I set the line through the tunnel blaze and carve the path through the shifting phase. Signal vector blue, watch me hold it true. Micro corrections cutting through. Overdrive clarity, breaking the blue. I keep the edge where the night breaks through. Lost apex opens tight and clear. The road unfolds and the signal is Vector mirror field. Reflector mirror field. Raincoat flickers on the windshield seam. Me impulses cut the silver beam. Slip ratio breathing at corner entry. I shave the torque and keep it steady. Y'all rain whisper with a late return. I answer early before the sidewalls burn. Tunnel glare bends near and far. Depth runs wrong, but I track the mark. Crosswind loading on the quarter skin. I ease the angle and settle in. Twists arrive in a staggered chain. Steering feel legs, then snaps again. If the road stayed tears in sodium haze, I lock one trace through the broken phase. Vector mirror feel when the road lights slide. Red line focus never steps aside. Rear load echo split, then realign. I cut the false turn before it bites. Hold the arc where the margins flare. I pull the true path from fractured air. Tick, sword, snap, commit. Radio static threads the cabin trim. Overpass shadows cut blue-white thin. A faint ring wakes in the chassis rail. I place the notch and the tremors fail. Ghosted lane cues drift side to side. I keep the vector and let them slide. Puddles scatter every passing sign. I keep the hard line inside the line. Every apex opens late then thin. So I preload the state before turning. False edges bloom, then peel away. Lake you spark, then lose their sway. One breath reset, one pulse reframe. I pin the state through the tunnel blaze and cut the bend through the broken phase. Vector mirror feel, watch me hold it true. Micro corrections cutting through. Overdrive clarity and fractured blue. I keep the edge where the night breaks through. Last apex opens, narrow, severe. I leave the bend with the signal clear. Vector mirror feel. Cornering authority, take the lead. Turn the limit into speed. Moments of tightening. in real time. Rain like fractures on the hood, midnight turn to mercury blue. Street lines narrowing to rails, every reference cutting true. Hands are steady, breath is calm, post the line to measure time. I can feel the silent zone in my mind. A signal stacking fast and clean, noise collapses into form. When the threshold starts to move, I don't warm. Close the gap, remove the slack, turn the drift into a mark. I translate the smallest error to spark. Take big claps, make it zero. No hesitation, no hero. Momentum tightening, razor clean. Nothing drifting in between. Every micro shift applied. Nothing left to slip aside. Death and collapse, stay precise. I correct in real time. Guardrails smeared to silver bands, mirror chrome and salted glare. Every corner draws a test, spin is wire in the air. Micro margins razor thin, but my focus doesn't shake. Yes, the rear begins to float, I compensate. Heartbeat steady, signal code residual. Fall like ash, if the loop begins to ring, I don't crash. Protocol beneath my skin, helps the drift I won't allow. I collapse the wandering phase, here and now. Dead man collapse, hold it tight. All parameters ignite. Momentum blazing, fierce and clean. Nothing random in between. Coherence lost, the choice is done. Every pathway into one. Dead man collapse, stay precise. The error cannot win. Blank cues fold in a rain-cut seam. Near field flickers in a split-time stream. Reload timing slips one beat too late. So I placed the answer before the gate. Ghost vector bleed when the road signs drift. Red line focus through a pressure shift. I catch the rear before the shadows lift. Cut the false path at the tunnel lip. Hold the arc where the margins flare. I pull clean motion from corrupted air. Rain on the windshield, brakes and bars. Guardrail flicker like damaged stars. Slip ratio breathing at corner entry. I shave the torque and keep it steady. Y'all rate whisper with a delay return. I answer early before the sidewalls burn. Crosswind pressure on the quarter skin. I feed in calm and pull it in. Overpass strobe split blue white thin. Depth runs wrong but I settle in. Tunnel compression squeezes the view. The chassis writes what I drive through. Tick, decode, snap, restore. Radio static leads to cabin glass. Goes the lane band sliders, barriers pass. A faint ring starts in the chassis rail. I place the notch and the tremors fail. Neon shivers in the puddled black. I feel the load shift and pull it back. Signal smear tries to skew the turn. False edges rise where the wet lights burn. Every apex opens half a beat late. So I set the answer before the gate. Sodium haze bends near and far. I keep the true line where they are. Lake you spark then collapse and spray. Double traces wash away. I don't chase panic in tunnel glare. I shape the response and leave it there. Steering feel lags then snaps back clean. Rear load twitch in a silver sheen. One breath, a line, one pulse, refine. The skyline leans but I keep it square. And stitch the bend from fractured air. Ghost vector bleed, watch me lock it true. Every micro correction cutting through. Overdrive clarity in broken blue. I keep the edge where the night breaks through. Last apex open, pick up tears through the tunnel frame. Ghost cues stack, then trade their names. But I catch the pulse in the chassis grain. Rebuild the turn out of signal stain. Lane stay kink when the road cues split. Red line focus at the tunnel lip. Reload timing slips, then starts to drift. I cut the false line before I commit. Hold the arc where the margins flare. I pull the true path from fractured air. Breaks and bars, guardrail flicker like damaged stars. Slip Residual, breathe in a corner entry. I shave the torque and keep it steady. Y'all rate whisper with the delay return. I answer early for the sidewalls burn. Crosswind pressure on the quarter skin. I feed and calm and pull it in. Lane marks offset in the sodium seam. Depth runs wrong in a split time stream. Tunnel compression squeezes the view, but the chassis writes what I drive through. Arrive in the wrong time chain. Steering feel lags, then snaps again. If the visual field goes ghosted and wide, I lock the trace and cut inside. Lane stay kink when the road cues split. Red line focus at the tunnel lip. Reload timing slips, then starts to drift. I cut the false line before I commit. Hold the arc where the margins flare. I pull the true path from fractured air. Decode, snap, commit. Overpass strobes break blue-eye fast. Radio static bleeds as barriers pass. A faint ring starts in the chassis rail. I place the notch and the tremors fail. Ghosted lane bands drift to the side. I keep the vector and let them slide. Neon trembles in the puddled black. I feel the rear breathe, then pull it back. Every apex opens half a beat late, so I set the answer before the gate. Signal smear tries to bend the view. I keep the hard line cutting through. False edges bloom, then collapse and spray. Lake you spark, then wash away. I don't chase panic and pressure glare. I shape the response and leave it there. Lane stay kink, watch me lock it true. Every micro correction cutting through. Overdrive clarity and broken blue. I keep the edge where the night breaks through. Last apex opens cold and severe. I exit precise with no trace of fear. Lane stay kink if the road lines smear. I cut the bleed till the path goes clear. When the storm misdraws what I'm driving through, I leave it behind in a sharper view. In a sharper view. Latency shaping matrix, lock it clean. Turn the gap into a beam. Momentum timing, razor clean. Nothing drifting in between. Every lag becomes a guide. I correct it on the fly. Latency shaping matrix, stay precise. I cut through in real time. to bend. This is where my limits end. Night instinct line, rising strong. Every mile proves me wrong. Till the sky begins to shine, I maintain this state of mind. Night instinct line, don't let go. This is all I need to know. All the night is mine. Night instinct line. car, slip ratio, breathing at corner entry. I shave the torque and keep it steady. Yaw rate twitch with a delay return. I answer early before the rear can burn. Crosswind pressure on the quarter skin. I feed and calm and pull it in. Lane marks skip like a dropped out frame, but the steering writes the path the same. Tunnel compression folds a distance wrong. Still the chassis sends a coded song. Whoa. Perception lags by a heartbeat span. I'm at the bend before it lands. If the visual field turns noise and glare, I lock the trace and hold it there. Residual flashpoint, cut the false cue out. Red line focus through the static drought. When the wet lights split and the shadows shout, I keep the arc and erase the doubt. Hold the state where the margins flare. I pull clean motion from corrupted air. Tick, gate, snap, correct. Overpass, flicker in blue white sheets. A faint ring starts in the chassis beams. I place the notch and the tremor fades. Cold response through the sodium haze. Neon fractures in the puddle black. I feel the rear breathe and pull it back. Steering feedback tight in my hands. I cut through ghosted lane light bands. Every apex opens half a beat late, so I set the answer before the gate. Radio hiss in the cabin glass. I keep the vector while the shadows pass. Lake you spark and dissolve again. False edges bloom in the rain-cut bend. I don't chase ghosts in the pressure glare. I shape the response and leave them there. Residual flashpoint, watch me lock it true. Every micro correction cutting through. Overdrive clarity in fracture blue. I keep the edge where the night breaks through. Last apex opens cold and severe. I exit precise with no trace of fear. Residual flashpoint, if the road lines blur, I cut the noise till the signals cure. When the storm redraws what I'm driving through, I leave it behind in a cleaner view. Slip angle, read the curve. I translate the loss to nerve. Momentum tight and clean and bright. I compress the depth of night. Every micro shift applied. Nothing left to slip aside. Slip angle, hold it near. I keep the boundary clear. Neon breath on wet asphalt, midnight tuned to iron blue. Street lines narrowing to rails, every reference cutting true. Hands are steady on the wheel, breath measured, pulse refined. I can feel the rear begin in my mind. Pressure mapping under tire, feedback singing sharp and clean. All the noise is filtered out, only contact in between. When the limit starts to move, I don't panic, I adapt. Every offset compensated, tight and exact. Slip angle, read the curve. I translate the loss to nerve. Momentum tightening, clean and bright. I compress the depth of night. Every micro shift applied. Nothing left to slip aside. Slip angle, hold it near. I keep the boundary clear. Streetlights smeared to silver bands, mirror chrome and liquid glare. Every corner draws a test, thin as wire in the air. Micro margins razor thin, but my focus doesn't shake. If the balance tilts at all, I compensate. Heartbeat steady, signal cold, residual intense and blazing, fierce and clean. Nothing drifting in between. Coherent thought, the choice is done. Every pathway into one. Slip angle, stay defined. I hold the final
sample new. I correct the world before it breaks in two. Hold the arc steady, let the tire sing through. I'm the silent fix when the night slips loose. Neon on the puddle, splitting into code. Guardrail hums in a high frequency mode. Cross with nudges, trying to steal my aim, but I counter steer with a measured flame. Sensor fusion, heartbeat tight in my palm. I ride the limit like a practice song. Model If the roadway lies, I'll find the proof. Turn every wobble into bulletproof. Last apex opens clean, cold and clear. I leave the rain behind without a fear. Zero face commitment, lock it in. All corrections burned to thin. Momentum rising, clean and sure. Every motion feels secure. No rollback, no second chance. Only one advancing stance. Zero face commitment, feel it bind. We align with the night. Neon pressure in the rain, midnight humming low and tight. Street lines narrowing ahead, everything converges right. Hands are steady on the wheel, breathing slow, precision set. Every signal trimmed to core, offsets dead. Feedback flattening to calm, noise collapsing into form. All the chaos bleeds away, leaving structure in the storm. When alignment hits the mark, I don't question what I see. Every axis pointing forward, only me. Zero face commitment, lock it in. All corrections burn to thin. Momentum rising, clean and sure. Every motion feels secure. No rollback, no second chance. Only one advancing stance. Zero face commitment, feel it bind. We align with the night. Street lights stretching into lines, mirror chrome and focus streams. Every corner predictable, nothing random in between.